Sometimes the most incredible stories are about the simple things, like a recipe. Today, we're talking about a chef who journeyed all the way from Nepal to Baltimore, carrying the taste of his home with him. And believe me, this is way more than just a story about food. It's about how one person's dream and one very special recipe can build a whole legacy. So here's the big question that sits at the very heart of this journey. How on earth did one chef with one secret blend of spices manage to put the authentic taste of Nepal on the map for so many people? Well, that's exactly the mystery we're going to unravel today. All right, so let's meet the man himself, Chef Amar Bahorachantol. His journey is a perfect example of what happens when you combine dedication with a dream. I mean, he made this huge move to a new country, all fueled by this idea of sharing his culture through cooking. And just look at how fast he made it happen. He lands in the US in '96, and he doesn't waste a single second. For 3 years, he's working in Indian restaurants, soaking up everything he can. He wasn't just earning a paycheck, he was learning the ropes, mastering the business, and then, bam, by 2000, just 4 years later, he opens his own place. Incredible! And that first restaurant, well, it had a name that carried the weight and the pride of his entire homeland, Mount Everest. Now, this wasn't just some clever marketing name he picked out of a hat. No way. For Chef Amar, this name was a promise. It was his promise to represent the absolute peak of Nepali culture, its pride, its ambition, and its dedication to being the best. It was like a mission statement right there on the sign. And you know what? That promise really connected with people. From that one single restaurant he started back in 2000, his vision has doubled. Today, there are 2 thriving Mount Everest restaurant locations in Baltimore, one in Hampton and one in the Inner Harbor. So what's the secret? What makes the food so special that people keep coming back? Well, it all comes down to a really clear, really powerful philosophy that makes his cooking stand out. His whole approach really balances on these 3 pillars. First up, health. He's all about making food that's actually good for you. Second, authenticity. He stays true to the traditional flavors he grew up loving. And third, innovation. He's not afraid to try something new, to push the boundaries. It's kind of like the past, present, and future of Nepali food all on a single plate. And you can totally see this philosophy in the food. Take his chicken tikka. That's a perfect example of his focus on health. It's cooked in a super hot tandoor oven, so it's packed with flavor but not heavy at all. Then you've got the chicken tikka masala, which is hands down the fan favorite. And for innovation, he adds spinach to a classic chana masala, giving it his own signature twist. It all just works. But among all of these incredible dishes, there is one that's in a league of its own. A creation that is 100% his, built around a secret he keeps very close to his chest. And this, right here, is where the story gets really interesting. It's called the Junali recipe. And that name has become pretty much legendary for anyone who's eaten at his restaurants. So what is it? The Junali recipe is Chef Amar's signature dish, his own invention. You won't find this in a traditional cookbook. It came straight from his creativity. People go crazy for its totally unique, unforgettable flavor. And it's versatile, too. You can get it with chicken, lamb, or shrimp. So what's behind that unforgettable flavor? It all comes down to one thing, his secret masala. And this wasn't just some lucky accident. Chef Amar poured years of hard work into developing this secret spice blend. He was driven by this one powerful mission to create a flavor that could truly share the authentic taste of his home, of Nepal, with the rest of the world. So when you put all the pieces together, the long journey, the clear philosophy, and that secret recipe, you get a truly inspiring story that's about so much more than just a restaurant. I mean, just think about that transformation for a second. Chef Amar started from scratch, a newcomer, learning the ropes in other people's kitchens. And through sheer determination and a powerful vision, he became this renowned chef, a successful entrepreneur, and a pillar of his community. At the end of the day, Chef Amar didn't just open a restaurant. He built an embassy for Nepali flavor. His story is this amazing proof that when you combine a deep passion for your culture with creativity and hard work, you don't just create a great business, you create a legacy. Which kind of leaves us with one last thing to chew on. Chef Amar used his secret masala to tell his story and share his home with the world. And it makes you think, doesn't it? How does the food that you know, the food that you love, represent your own culture and your own story?